Hey guys, this is Bird from Inside Outline and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be showing you how to use these two stencils that I got from Stencil Revolution. The people over at Stencil Revolution are really amazing and they sent me two stencils in the mail just to get the word out about their business. So I decided to come and record a video just to show you all how to use these stencils and show you these really great, amazing quality stencils. So I'm going to show you the stencils right now. So this is one of the stencils that I got, and this one is a 5x6 stencil. So this is what it looks like. The other stencil that I have is this one, and it is one of my favorite scriptures, and I was able to go and pick out the two stencils that I wanted. That's what I requested. Again, these stencils, they're pretty inexpensive as well, and that's what I love about them. And this one is an 8x8, I think. So what I'll do now is to jump over and show you how I use these stencils. So these are all the materials I'll be using for this video. Right here I have that Be Still and Know stencil, and I have a picture frame that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'll just flip it over. So this picture frame is 9.84 inches by 9.84 inches. And the depth is 0.98 inches, so it's almost 1 inch in like thickness. So I'm going to be adding this stencil to this picture frame. And then I have my other stencil, and I'm going to show you all something real quickly. So I initially when I did this, so this is a little gift box, and I wanted to put the Adventure Awaits stencil on this one, and you can see it looks pretty messy, and that is because I used a regular paintbrush, and I learned that it's best to use like a sponge brush like this. I did buy a variety pack of sponge brushes, and I'll be sure to show you all what those look like as well. And another thing that I learned is that I needed to use like some Easy Tack spray, and it's just so that my stencil can adhere to whatever surface I'm working on and it doesn't move around, and that way the paint does not get underneath the stencil. So these two items right here are very important whenever you are using stencils. The Stencil Revolution company, they have instructions, or they actually have a video to show you how to effectively use stencils so that you can get the best results. So yeah, and so for this box, what I'll be doing is taking just a sheet of black cardstock, and I'm gonna redo my stencil, this time with the proper technique. And so then I'm just going to cut out the design and or cut out this cardstock to be the size of this box top, and just adhere it to this box top so that I'm not wasting the box at all. And then I just have a paint tray so that I can put my paint on the tray as well. So I think I am going to start with my box first. So I'm going to take my box, and let me just take the top off. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I have my ruler. I'm just going to measure out this box top, and let me grab a pen. So it's about 8 inches wide, and this is 6 inches. So what I'll do is to mark 8 inches wide. Let's come down here. And then 6 inches this way. And let's just come back down here to 8. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my paper trimmer as well so that I can cut this out. So I have my paper trimmer, and I'll just go ahead and cut out the dimensions. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna think this is perfect. So what I'll do now is to place my stencil on top of this cardstock. And I think I'm going to spray the stencil with a little bit more easy tack just to make sure that it is still sticky. And then I will just begin painting the stencil onto this cardstock. And I'm just using this paper towel to just dab off some of the excess easy tack spray. Okay, so I'm going to take my stencil and put it on my cardstock and then just press it down so that I can make sure that it is sticking to my cardstock. Okay, and so the paint that I'll be using is this Folk Art Metallic Antique Gold paint. So I'm just going to shake it up and put some on my paint tray. And you absolutely do not need a lot of this paint to cover the entire surface. So I have my little sponge brush right here. And what I'm going to do is to dab into the paint, but then I'm going to dab over in the paint tray. And I do that just to get off any excess paint on the sponge brush. And then I'm just going to start dabbing all over my design. Okay, so that's our first coat of the paint. And as I go back in with the paint for the second coat, I am going to be angling my brush just so that I can get like some of those inner corners of the design. Okay, so I am done painting and we are going to, or now I'm going to peel off the stencil so that we can see the final design. So this is what the final design looks like. Obviously the awaits part, I could do that a little bit better. And if I wanted to, I could just, you know, add my stencil back on top and try to go in a little bit more to clean that up. Okay, so I'm going to peel it off again. And that looks a little bit better. And if I wanted to, you know, you could take a regular like pointed tip paintbrush and just go in and kind of, you know, clean up some things even more. So in contrast to using a paintbrush against using a sponge brush, you can see the obvious difference. So what I would do next is to take some double-sided tape and just tape down this piece of cardstock to the box, and you know, it would be like new. So moving on to the next one, what I'm going to do is to spray the back side of this stencil with some easy tack spray. And then I am going to take that paper towel and just dab off some of the excess spray. Okay, and then I am going to let this sit for a few minutes just so that all the spray can kind of settle into the stencil before I flip it over and put it onto the picture frame. So for this frame, I will be using some black paint, and this is the Craft Smart paint, and it is in the color black. So I'll just flip this stencil over and just begin painting. And I do want to show you really quickly. These are the brushes that I got from Hobby Lobby, and there are 25 different size brushes in here. It was $5.99 for the entire pack. Okay, so Now I am going to peel off my stencil, and I'm praying that this looks good. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh my goodness, this looks so amazing. Okay, so this looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited. This looks absolutely gorgeous. And I was a little concerned at first because of the texture of this, of the back side of this. It's a little glossy. It's not matte, but it's a little glossy. So that's why I waited a little while to add the second layer of paint. But yeah, this is what that looks like. So again, this is what the finished picture frame looks like, and I absolutely adored this. Now there are a few small spots where I can just take like a pointed tip paintbrush and just go in and fill them in, but overall I think that this looks absolutely amazing. And again, this is a picture frame that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was $7.99, but I'm pretty sure I caught it on their 50% off sale that they have every so often. So this is the picture frame, and I'm going to get my box top and take my double-sided tape and just tape this cardstock onto the box. Okay, and this is what that box top looks like. And the bottom of the box is right here. So I hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial on the Stencil Revolution stencils. Again, the people over at Stencil Revolution, they are absolutely amazing, and they sent me these stencils so that I could, you know, just help them get the word out about their business. So if you are interested in making stencil art, be sure to go and check them out. Their stencils are very high quality, and I am absolutely in love with how both of my projects turned out. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.